Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, we're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Aaron Nola. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Fouled off. He was late. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Outside low, and a count 1-2. Swung on, belted. That one's back there. And out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Now it's the second baseman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And he lays down a bunt. Tosses to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And an important bat for them, batting 5th in this one, Mookie Betts.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
In the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and fires. Foul ball there.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Muncy hits one in the air. Marsh moves under it. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Batting 5th, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
2 outs.
Ball 2.
Nola fires. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Ohtani off of first with 2 away.
Hey.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those. If you...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And pitching in this game, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
There's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
This is Bryson Stott, 5 for 8 in the series, so he's been hot. Fought off foul. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
That's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did
third.
such a nice job of
First
pulling his hands
baseman,
tight to the
right.
body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
First and second, no outs. And now here is Harper. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Conforto going back. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. First and second here, no outs. And now 1-2. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Swings and misses. That's strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
2-2, count.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Ground ball to first, could be 2. Comes home with it for 1, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine.
Batting
That's the
fifth,
one thing about
third
big leaguers. They make
baseman,
tough
Alex
plays look
Bohm.
simple.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Phillies, Alex Bohm. First pitch just misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates,
Tosses across to first. That ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They trail here 1-0. Back here in
Leading
Philadelphia. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Nola back to work. Splits the plate. Strike one.
he must have been looking for something else, because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Just misses. 1-2 to
1 ball,
count.
2 strikes.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Pitch misses there. And the count now even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hernandez with a high fly ball deep to left. Going back. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Will Smith to the plate. Smith went deep in his most recent game. Hey! Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Michael Conforto. That's outside.
Yep,
ball 1. That's a little bit low. 2 outs, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That misses the zone. Full count 3-2. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia,
Lead
bottom of the
off
second.
for the
Nick
Phillies.
Castellanos at the plate now.
Right fielder, Nick
All right, Singh, you know him at
Castellanos.
Dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
The 1-0. Swings through that one for strike one. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And that's downstairs and outside. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that one.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Batting 8, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
Here comes Realmuto.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Max Kepler at the plate. 2 for 6 so far in the series. First pitch misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Little chopper rolls foul. Runners at first and second with one gone. Hard ground ball for a base down. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Turner in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Got one out to right. Conforto drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. We're tied at 1.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Stop in the box now. Take strike one. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the third and final game of the series. Slides, but it gets by him. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here's the throw, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Center fielder James Outman.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And delivers outside. Just off the outside part of the plate. Got him. That pays his 3rd of the game.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. He's already homered here in this one. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Freeman, a member of the 2,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Freeman hits it in the air. Castellanos. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 6.
Now the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 1. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Boom, snags it, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Saying you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
In the air, right side of the infield. Freeman settles under it. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle
Schwarber will come up. 0 for 1 so far. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. 2 gone.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement.
Now
That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Boom. At the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the 1-0. Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed.
Freeman steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the
We
Dodgers,
all saw us hit
baseman,
hard, but how
Max
hard was it,
Muncy.
Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Nola throw to first. Ohtani back in. Max Muncy at the dish. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one is inside.
Full count.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's going back. Back some more. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Betts with another scorching run of play lately. Fouled off left side. Next offering is in for a strike.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
The next pitch misses, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Nola throw to first. Ohtani back in. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a foul out of play. Ohtani, the runner at first with two gone.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Boom. Throws on to first. And that is that. One left for LA. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. Now it's going to be Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
And a swing and a miss there.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is...
And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if he'll take it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brandon Marsh getting ready to hit. First time up was a pop out. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
No outs. Runner on second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. In there safely. Castellanos up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Runner at third here, nobody out. Misses. The count now 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That missed inside. 3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
JT Realmuto steps in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one missed.
that's the ball.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And that's strike one.
And I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, no outs. Now batting Max Kepler. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ohtani will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
So
Los
the Dodgers
Angeles,
have a new arm on the mound.
number
Clayton
22.
Kershaw in the game for the
Clayton
first
Kershaw.
time this season. Back to the top of the lineup, Trey Turner now at the plate. That one inside, and that's ball one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Kershaw deals. And downstairs.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 3.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Well, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
So bases all loaded up, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. He's 2 for 2. That misses the zone. 1-0.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
That one catches the zone, and 1-1.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. The 2-2 on the way. And that just misses.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, I thought there was a lot of patience in that at bat, but just the cat and mouse game. Kershaw just a master at it.
Bryce Harper.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
In there at the knees, that is strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws in time. Nicely done. They get out of the jam. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Phillies 3 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Nola back to work. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fastball for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That misses, and it's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
Michael Conforto will climb in. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed.
Outside.
Fouls one off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one down the line, and foul ball. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
When you go that deep into a bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
One gone, runner at first. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. Conforto stands at first with 1 out. Struck him out looking.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And ball 1.
Ball 1.
Two outs. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, a base hit.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the second baseman. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Sliced hard but foul. That one outside. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's through there for a strike. 2-2.
2 strikes.
That one missing inside. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And they're all loaded up.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, these Phillies putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And a curve misses outside.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective. Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. And that one hammered back there. Say goodbye to that one. He'll touch them all. It's 5-2.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now the batter now, Brandon Marsh. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And now the 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Just misses with that one. Kershaw fires to the right side. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
And now it is J.T. Realmuto. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
Next offering upstairs.
Nope, outside.
Still only one out here in the inning. And that is in for a strike. And now 3-1. That one hit to right. Conforto makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Max
Two down,
Kepler.
base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Max Kepler. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw is late, and he's out at first. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. That missed by a lot. And that's ball one. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2 now. That's down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And out to aboard.
Now batting, second baseman
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. That's in there. That's strike one.
All one's the count.
That's inside.
Inside.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's 5-2. Sixth inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Philadelphia, start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Mookie Betts. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Jose Alvarado getting ready to go. Kirkering, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Foul ball. Hernandez, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. And that is out of play. The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So 2 down, and here is Michael Conforto. Yeah. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
In the dirt. Strikes him out for the second time today. So 1 hit is all they get. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Dodgers 2. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here comes Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Strike on the inside corner, 0-1.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Check swing. Did he go?
No ball,
Yes, he
2
did.
strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Third time he struck out in this
Now
one,
batting,
and definitely
third
an individual
baseman,
performance you want to flush. He
Holmes.
just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Boom.
1-0.
Avoids the first pitch for ball 1. That one the other way. Throw on to Freeman, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're still out in front 5-2. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jose Alvarado. So digging in,
Leading off
James
for Los
Outman,
Angeles,
who's
center
0 for 2 with a
fielder,
pair of
James
strikeouts.
Outman.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Up the middle. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw in time. Got him.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Now it's the second baseman.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. That clips a corner.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. and looking for the K. So the Dodgers lead one. They trail at 5-2.
Now pitching for
We're
Los
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kirby Yates.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Yates, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And misses inside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Marsh, batting with one down, takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Banda, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. On the ground. Throws across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
2 outs, base is empty. And up to the plate is J.T. Realmuto. That's outside. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike. Realmuto tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And it remains 5-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kerkering.
Orion Kerkering.
Here's Max Muncy.
0 for
3 with 3
Third
flyouts.
baseman, Max Muncy.
First offering, and it just misses.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Turner makes the grab. And a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Back there. Gone. Third home run of the season. It's 5-3.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there at the knees. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Los
now,
Angeles.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into
51.
the bottom of the 8th, Alex Vesia.
Vesia.
He last pitched 2 days ago. So digging in, Max Kepler,
for
3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch is outside. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Trey Turner now.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
And that is downstairs. Ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
2-0.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
2 down, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-0.
Ball, that's in.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning for Bryce Harper.
Now batting,
Here
first
comes
baseman,
Bryce Harper. 0 for 3 in
Harper.
this one. Step off, throw to first. Stop. Back in on a dive. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Popped up. Hernandez ranging after it. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Dodgers 3.
Now pitching
We're
for
back,
the Phillies.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Matt
25.
Strom.
And I can't
Matt
imagine
Strom.
any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high
Leading
stress.
off for
Let's
the
see what he's got
Dodgers,
here to
right
try and close
fielder,
it out.
Michael
The batter will
Conforto.
be Michael Conforto. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike at 95. Strom measures 6 feet 2 inches, 33 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. That one missed. Pitch misses. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And there's the strike. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting,
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Close, but call the ball. And it's 1-0. There's a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Just missed. And fouled off. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that
one. He's 2 outs away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Oh, great stop. From his backside, there's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.